The life and disappearance of Maxine Green, the lost sister of Al Green. Early life and family background. Maxine Eve Green was born into a family deeply connected to the music industry as the sister of legendary soul singer Al Green. While her brother became a household name, Maxine lived a much quieter life, raising a family of her own and facing personal struggles along the way. Born and raised in a musically inclined family, Al Green rose to fame in the 1970s with hits such as Let's Stay Together and Tired of Being Alone. His soulful voice and emotionally charged lyrics made him an icon. However, his sister Maxine did not share the same spotlight. Instead, she built her life in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where she became a mother of 8 and a grandmother to more than a dozen grandchildren. Struggles and personal challenges. Maxine battled with schizophrenia and alcoholism, 2 factors that made her life increasingly difficult. Despite these challenges, she was a beloved mother and grandmother. Over the years, she moved into the Shepherds of Independence, an assisted living facility in Grand Rapids designed to support disabled adults. Her struggles with mental health and substance abuse made her vulnerable. She maintained relationships with her children and family. However, circumstances surrounding her care and supervision at the facility would later raise concerns. Disappearance. In 2013, Maxine Green was last seen between September 6 and September 8, 2013 at B&B Party Shops on Leonard Street Northwest in Grand Rapids, Michigan, less than a mile from where she lived at Shepherds of Independence. Authorities officially list her disappearance date as August 23, 2013. Her family disputes this, stating they last had contact with her in early September. This discrepancy occurred because no one at the facility reported her missing until a month later. Her son only learned she was gone when he reached out to check on her well-being. Height: 5 feet 6 inches to 5 feet 10 inches. Weight: 125 to 142 pounds. Hair: graying black, sometimes styled in braids or covered with a wig. Eyes: brown. Distinguishing marks: a scar over her right cheekbone, pierced ears, and some missing front teeth. Despite searches and investigations, Maxine has never been found. Al Green's involvement. While Maxine was the sister of Al Green, his level of involvement in her disappearance case remains unclear. Her family has expressed concerns over his lack of public support or direct involvement in searching for her. Maxine's daughter, Lonnell Green, has stated that the family would have appreciated his influence in bringing more attention to the case. Al Green himself has largely remained silent about his sister's disappearance, which has led to speculation about the extent of their relationship before she vanished. However, there is no evidence suggesting he played any role in her case beyond their family connection.
Almost 4 years since Maxine Green, the sister of legendary soul singer Al Green, disappeared. The case has frustrated police because of a lack of clues in the investigation. Today, members of her family gathered in hopes that their beloved aunt, mother, and sister would not be forgotten. It was posted on Facebook 3 weeks ago as a vigil to be held to remember the 62-year-old woman no one has seen. The disappointing turnout of a half dozen people or so illustrates the fear her family has.
I kind of feel like she's being forgotten, and it's kind of weird because, she was always around us.
Maxine Green had her troubles. She suffered from mental illness and had trouble maintaining stable housing. But she was loved and she is missed.
She was like a best friend to me because, me and her did everything.
Green was 10 years older than her niece, one of the people who showed up at the 6th Street Park today.
She was always over spending the night with me, and we'll cook and listen to music and dance and everything, just enjoy one another.
Grand Rapids police say her trail went cold quickly, with a couple of tips about spotting her in the weeks after her disappearance in Muskegon and Detroit. In October of 2013, a woman used Green's bridge card at a Wyoming grocery store, but everything's been a dead end, although police say they have not given up.
I'm very unsatisfied with the work of the police department because, she will never do nothing like this, and it's kind of hard for us because we don't have nothing to go on.
Despite the small numbers, the love here was obvious, that they haven't forgotten. They're still hoping for answers, if nothing else.
Grand Rapids is too small for that, so I know somebody knows something. I wish they would come forward, so the pain could kind of go away to know something.
The case has stumped investigators for years. Anyone with information about what happened to Maxine Green is asked to call the Grand Rapids Police Department or Silent Observer if you want to remain anonymous.
Connection to another missing family member. The tragic disappearance of Latrice Maze. Maxine Green's disappearance was not the only tragedy to strike her family in 2013. That same year, her relative Latrice Maze also went missing. Latrice, a mother of 5, vanished from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and was later presumed dead after her boyfriend confessed to killing her. Despite his conviction and a sentence of 50 to 100 years in prison, her body was never recovered. This chilling connection between two missing women in the same family in the same year raises even more unanswered questions.
As a confessed killer got shipped off to prison.
Jaleel Hoskins got between 50 and 100 years for killing his girlfriend Latrice Maze. He admitted in court that he tossed her body in a dumpster near their Grand Rapids apartment.
24-Hour News 8's Marley Ginter is in studio with more on the fireworks. Marley.
Brian and Sue, definitely some courtroom chaos today. We cover a lot of emotional court cases, but we haven't seen an outburst like this in quite a while. Watch as Jaleel Hoskins reacts to being sentenced to prison. And that was how the sentencing ended today, with Hoskins being rushed out of the room and both families erupting in yelling and screaming. We were the first to tell you last month when Hoskins pleaded guilty right in the middle of his murder trial. You may remember Maze, a mother of 5, went missing last March. Her body was never found. Hoskins admitted he tossed her body in a dumpster. Today in court, before that outburst, Maze's mother and aunt had their chance to confront her killer.
You tell me how I explain what happened to their mom.
First of all, I want you to stand there and look at me and quit standing there looking at the ceiling like a little coward. You know, I want to face you and I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel.
In addition to second-degree murder charges, Hoskins was convicted of tampering with evidence for getting rid of Maze's body.
Al Green's brother also went missing but was found safe. In October 2015, Al Green's brother, 58-year-old Lonnell Green, was reported missing from Memphis, Tennessee. Fortunately, Lonnell was found safe after a short period of being missing. However, no public details were released about the circumstances of his disappearance, how he was found.
This has never happened before. Like I said, he's been sick for a while, and he hasn't worked in about 3 weeks. And I think he's just depressed or something, because he would never just run off.
58-year-old Lonnell Green is missing tonight. Brother of Reverend Al Green, he was last seen driving a 2000 four-door tan Mitsubishi Galant.
Please, if anybody's seen him, please let us know.
His daughter says he had an injury on his hand, but he wouldn't go to the doctor.
Because I think it's a spider bite, but he's refusing to go get it checked out.
He's delusional.
So he may not know what he's doing as far as him being, as far as being conscious and everything.
She says he was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and white tennis shoes. Regardless of the circumstances, she says her mother and the rest of the family are worried sick.
He doesn't have a cell phone charger, so his phone is dead, so we can't reach him, either way. But I just want him to either call or email or text or something.
As of 2025, Maxine remains missing. The investigation into Maxine Green's disappearance has yielded few leads. The Grand Rapids Police Department continues to classify her case as a missing person investigation. Authorities discovered that someone had used her bridge card, government assistance card, after she disappeared. The person who used it claimed to have bought it from her, but no further leads came from this discovery. There have been no confirmed sightings and no arrests have been made in connection to her case. Anyone with information about Maxine Green's whereabouts is encouraged to contact Grand Rapids Police Department 616-456-3604. Silent Observer, Anonymous Tip Line 616-774-2345. Family also runs a Facebook page dedicated to her case, Missing Maxine Green. Is this an unfortunate, weird coincidence, or something else? It is deeply unsettling that 3 members of Al Green's family have gone missing, with 2 still unaccounted for. Maxine Green, 2013, never found. Latrice Maze, 2013, presumed murdered, never found. Lonnell Green, 2015, found safe. With 2 disappearances in 2013 alone, many have questioned whether this is just an unfortunate series of events or if something more sinister is at play. Could there be a connection between these cases, or is it just an eerie set of circumstances? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.